Morning, Wayne.
Hello and welcome to From No Crypto to No Crypto. This is Blockchain Wayne with another cryptocurrency podcast. Today's episode is brought to us by Concierge Club, mobile private key wallet and point of sale solution. Concierge Club helps purchasing crypto safe, easy, and overall process more efficient while costing less, helping to make cryptocurrency mainstream. All right, guys. So today, my focus is always on projects that help to bring crypto to the forefront, help get it in front of people that may have not heard about it, may have not heard of about it in the right way. So today I have a special guest interview with us, Mr. Richard Maldonado. Richard is the producer of Crypto Kings. It is a Bitcoin movie. And kind of without giving too much info, I'm going to let Richard kind of explain the project. Richard, thank you for joining us today. I appreciate you taking the time to hop on and following this project for a good little while. So thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Wayne. I'm really excited about being here because, just like your intro said, that I see myself as a trailblazer, innovator, and the reason why I sought to do the movie is to do exactly what you stand for, to introduce blockchain Bitcoin to America, mainstream, and to help with that mass adoption. And it's just all new territory, as you know. Even though Bitcoin's been around for 10 years, it's just, I knew if I did a movie that would help gain a little bit of exposure here in the American market. And there's a couple of reasons why I was inspired to do that. And that really does factor into the American market of Bitcoin.
Nice, nice. So I guess let's start from the beginning, man. Where did this all start? Just the idea to do a movie, and how did Crypto Kings come about?
Well, it really started from doing a lot of over-the-counter trades, OTC deals. Most of them are BS. Uh, they're just. It's amazing to me that even though America doesn't understand Bitcoin as much, the scammers do. They found a way to really tap into a system that's unique, and take your money, because the uneducated people will put money in to crypto, and kind of that's the hard part, bridging that gap from fiat to crypto. And it's just amazing that these scammers have found a way to at least not do it, but at least get your money, you know. And and then I realized that we started entertaining deals, offers from a lot of rich people, millionaires, billionaires, hedge funds, trying to uh, basically corner the market and buy a lot of Bitcoin. These fantasy amounts of 100,000, 400,000 Bitcoin, even a million Bitcoin, and that's not possible, Wayne. Those amounts, those are what we call unicorn deals. However, there's a conspiracy, as you know, with the big entities, hedge funds, the bankers themselves, J.P. Morgan, for example, Jamie Dimon denying anything about Bitcoin. Yet, me and my partner were seeing these orders, these sell orders, call orders, we call them, buy orders, to crossing our desk with their corporate seals. Goldman Sachs, all of them, they denied anything about Bitcoin, but yet they're trying to scurry up a bunch of coins so they can, I guess, do a bump. Was it dump and pump of the Bitcoin? Buy it at value, discount, and then turn around and sell it when they're ready to release it. So that, unknowingly to a lot of people, that's probably what's going on with Bitcoin value right now. A lot of these OTCs are private sales, and they're doing what they can to not register into the main cap rate of the blockchain. So the money's not coming in. And when Bitcoin hit 19,000 like it did, I was watching the cap rate. I think it reached almost three-quarters of $1 trillion. And then, no, well, that was the cryptocurrencies as a whole. Bitcoin was about a quarter trillion at the time. And then when the Chicago CME and CBOE came on board for Bitcoin futures, I saw that cap rate start diminishing by $100 billion. And so the Bitcoin went into Wall Street of America, and they haven't put that money back in yet. These contracts were supposed to expire. The money never went back, and so therefore the value is what it is. And my partner kept saying, "Man, this would make for a movie. We should film this." So I started videotaping that stuff, our conversations, meetings with billionaires, but here in California and in Los Angeles, we have that suburb, the famous 90210, which is the zip code for Beverly Hills. And what I quickly discovered is it's those people that live there want Bitcoin. They know it, they know about it, and it's a store of wealth for them, and they love it, but the rest of America doesn't. So I needed to put together a storyline that created the Bitcoin world, the Lambo land, and voila, I have a movie.
Nice. So, where are you at currently when it comes to production, as far as like what stage of the game? I've kind of seen some of it progress online, but just let our listeners know kind of where you at with the progress of the movie.
Well, here's the thing. I like you said, you've been following me online for a minute, social media, and I was inspired because I was into network marketing of mining, Bitcoin mining, and I started doing these videos, presentations, and stuff like that. And what it led me to is, getting into Bitcoin changed my life. As far as my being able to come out of this shell that I was in, to be able to even do interviews like this. I'm very confident and passionate about Bitcoin like you are. I see that the need, the technology in it, I understand it, and therefore people ask me questions to like break it down, and I've become inadvertently a teacher and educator of it, bringing awareness just like you are, Wayne. And my journey has been the support that I've got is that people enjoy watching the journey to success, we'll say, and from there I'll try to post motivational success tidbits that I come across as I realize that I'm leading the way in this journey, right? And people are just giving me accolades, saying, "Wow, we really enjoy seeing your progress." So that's the reason why I'm doing it. But so what we're doing, to answer your question, is that you're seeing the beginning stages of what it takes to put a movie together. Right now, because we're saying we're in a movie, people don't understand where we're at if they haven't been following. So it's just a chronological journey, the genesis of what it takes to start a film production. There's a lot entailed for it. But again, we're at the beginning stages of this that everybody's watching, and I'm documenting all that growth. And we are in a stage where the film script, the storyline that I wrote, was circulated among some people in Hollywood. And what happened was, how I got my break was that some of these people, like I was saying, in Beverly Hills, Hollywood is where the business is. Beverly Hills is where the deals are made, because that's where all the money's at. And they're just neighboring cities. I don't know if you've been to LA, but Beverly Hills is kind of next door to Hollywood. So Hollywood's very commercial, and the studios are out there. But if you want to live and you're living large, you live in Beverly Hills. So along with these over-the-counter trade deals, scenarios, I met a couple of people that were into Bitcoin, and we talked about the story, and they took it to the right people, and I have a production going on. So the script they hired a script writer, and the script is completed. It's licensed, and there's where we are. The next round will be for we're doing crowdfunding, which is kind of like an ICO, to us, but it's really an IPO. That's where the ICO started from, the initial coin offerings. And that's a whole nother subject. But I do have a crypto, as you know, the movie coin. That was um, I was inspired to go to Waves by our mutual friend Daryl DiPetrio, and I developed a coin on the Waves platform. So I got two things going on. I got crypto, and I got the movie supporting the crypto, and I have a production deal that merges both of them together. So this IPO that we're talking about and this crowdfunding is in the form of in Hollywood. Crowdfunding is done all the time for movies. I didn't know this, but I'm learning. And again, you guys are with me on this journey of what it takes to put a Hollywood film together. Um, but uh, um, crowdfunding is done all the time for big movies, multiple millions of dollars. We're looking at a $45 million initial budget right now. It can go up higher depending on who we hire for talent and a director. Okay, so just Leonardo DiCaprio, for example, commands 20 million a film. That's half my budget right there. So
Yeah.
we're really trying to sort some things out right now. So that's the phase we're in. But back to the crowdfunding part of it, that's similar to the ICO issue, and the opportunity I have that's been created in this blockchain space is that and coin development is that through a IPO, my attorney, who is also a little bit aware of crypto, and he's responsible for funding over $700 worth of movies, a lot of big hits, and he put together what they call a PPM, a private placement memorandum, and in that memorandum, you can only deal with accredited investors. These are people that are used to investing in high risk scenarios. And if they lose $1 million, it's not going to send them to the poorhouse. They'll still be okay. So the SEC requires a private placement memorandum, which is really a Regulation D crowdfunding. And guess what? My coin is in a contract for that PPM, that private placement memorandum. So what does that do, Wayne? That allows me to move my coins with the movie in a crowdfunding manner, which is an IPO, but we're not calling it an ICO or anything like that. It's just part of the movie deal, and it's a equity-based coin now, asset-based, stable coin, whatever you want to call it, it's there.
Nice. And what's the current supply of the coin? And is it
The current supply of the coin? Well, I started out with 500 million, and the available supply is 389 million coins, something like that are still available. But I launched that many coins to try to keep the price down. Okay, so right now the coin's valued about 70 cents on the Waves DEX, decentralized exchange. I get a lot of people that try to beat me up for that. Oh, they sound like they know a lot. Oh, where's your coin housed at? And like, well, it's on the Wave system. What's Waves? All of a sudden, you find out that they really don't know what they're talking about when they try to come across as they did. But yeah, the coin, as you know, is on DEX, decentralized exchange, which has many, many, many benefits. And I'm sure the Concierge Club and all that, you guys operate on that same platform, And what Daryl and you guys have done is really enhanced everything that is available right now in technology-wise. So it's a big thing, and more people need to hear about this. I know what's available, actually.
Yeah. The Waves platform is it's phenomenal, and people don't realize that your Coinbases and your Binances. I mean, those are big exchanges, but decentralized exchanges are really going to be the wave that's going to revolutionize crypto, because we've all heard of. I mean, well, many people, if you study the history of Bitcoin, the Mt. Gox scandal was based on a centralized exchange, where you don't control your own crypto, and then most recently, which ended up seeming to be an exit scam, was a Canadian exchange where the owner died, or supposedly
Yeah,
died. I still say that in quotation marks because I don't think he's dead. But the owner supposedly died, and no one could access the crypto, right? Whereas,
right.
people need to understand you hold your private keys, you hold your private seed, you basically own your crypto. So the Waves
Yeah,
Exchange is a phenomenal place to start.
it is. It is. And then a lot of people don't realize. Um, Again, everything's in development for us as the technology is there. That we, as teachers and educators of it, have to find ways to explain it. So, in order to get in the Waves Exchange, a decentralized exchange, which is really kind of in the cloud, right? Um, and it's really hard to hack. But the only way into the exchange is via the Waves wallet. That there's no other way. So I'm getting a lot of resistance from Bitcoin enthusiasts that have blockchain wallets or any other kind of wallets, and you need a Waves wallet even when you go online on a computer. But most likely everybody's using a phone, so automatically they associate wallets with their cell phones. But in order to go online and log in, you need to and access the exchange or the whole platform. You need a Waves wallet. So the Waves wallet is the gateway into doing everything you need to in crypto. And a lot of people, Bitcoin enthusiasts, don't understand that. They're like, why do I need a Waves wallet? Well, not only that, but the other benefits, the benefits of being able to hold and pair, transact. Well, I didn't even know the number. I mean, I know with you guys, it's just astronomical what those numbers are. But currently, I like to just keep it kosher and just say you can trade at least 250 altcoins in addition to just Bitcoin. And other blockchain wallets are limited to maybe the top four, maybe five big or cryptocurrencies if you're lucky. So a lot of people still just don't know the benefits of having a Waves wallet.
Yeah, yeah. And not only that, I mean, it's one of the few decentralized exchanges that you can trade from your phone. Um,
Right. Anytime, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, no limits. And as you know, the another misconception is that the governments control Bitcoin and they're going to shut it down, the internet, all that stuff, and that's hogwash, Wayne. But there's some truth to this a little bit. If people can just understand that, um, I'm trying to find a way to put this, that Bitcoin and all the other cryptos are decentralized, truly decentralized. And we really don't want to talk about Ripple, but we can if you want. But uh, again, the entities, the governments can regulate and put into place things that laws that affect the infrastructure, the support, how you get Bitcoin, how you move it publicly outside of its blockchain. And there's where we're having our issues. And again, even though I've explained a lot of this in a technical form, the movie is nothing like that. It's pure entertainment. Uh, um, we can talk about that if you want. So go ahead and ask me some
yeah,
questions.
tell me a little bit about the backstory. Just a general overview of the movie and the genre it's going to be in, and kind of what the focus is going to be.
Okay, so yeah, the genre and focus. It'll be a action-packed, suspense thriller. Think of Catch Me If You Can, movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. Um, think of kind of James Bond-esque scenarios, espionage, stuff like that. Car chases. There will be some bullets flying, stuff like that. And really, the reason why for all of this sensation is that it's a search for Satoshi Nakamoto. And we know everybody that talks about Satoshi has been wanting to figure out who is this person. And we don't know if it's a even for the movie purposes, we keep it pretty much guessing. We're not trying to solve the mystery of who specifically Satoshi could be or is in real life. The issue is that our character accidentally stumbles upon this Satoshi's 1 million Bitcoin wallet, which is a cold storage device or a thumb drive for the purposes of the movie. And Satoshi downloads those million Bitcoins in 2009. 10 years later, it surfaces and we have a movie. And it's based on that. Everybody in the world that knows anything about Bitcoin, Satoshi, and I'm talking about all the cutthroat billionaires and some of the good guys, good and bad, um, uh, triad or yakuza, Asian mafias, mobsters want that Bitcoin wallet as well. So it makes for an interest, and the FBI. Everybody is after our main character. Yeah, and he's a 20-something-year-old, but he's a hotshot programmer. He's a savant. He's really gifted in what he does, and we find out that all along that Satoshi was behind this whole thing. To if he ever became separated from his wallet, like he did, that there was a way to find him and connect with him and get that wallet back.
Nice, nice. So, I mean, we've seen crypto portrayed in a few different shows lately. Most recently, right, there's a movie out called Crypto.
With Kurt
Um,
Russell.
so, how is Crypto Kings going to differ from, say, Crypto the movie, as far as
Well,
the way it's
okay.
portrayed, the way crypto's portrayed?
It's a good thing that the movie came out, but we could see already that the studios themselves didn't put that much money into it. Professionally, my guys are saying that the movie probably had a $5 million budget, no more than 10 million. It was way under. Our movie's got a bigger budget. It was filmed in upstate New York in the farming areas, and it took big city into a small town where the Russians and Bitcoin are being used to for the black market, and not only that for money laundering and stuff like that. So at first, the Bitcoin community was uh, praising. They said finally a movie about Bitcoin hitting Hollywood, and they were rah-rahing it and cheerleading. And I'm like, well, what about us? We're what kind of attention are we going to get? My point is that 2 days later, I started seeing the CoinDesk interviewers and stuff like that. So think about it, and they were like, "Wait a minute!" They started doing their pushback that it threw Bitcoin in a bad light, money laundering, cops and robbers, the dark web, Russians. Um, so, um, and that's the problem. Most of the movies coming out have that connotation to it. I know the producer for Ocean's 8 flew me out to Miami, and we were talking about the Bitcoin deal. He's making a movie for Netflix right now about Bitcoin, but again, it's all cops and robbers and bad guys. People don't want to hear that. Well, we don't want to portray that for Bitcoin as a whole. I mean, if anybody that's a naysayer will attack Bitcoin and say, well, it could be used for this and that. Well, people don't realize also the same token, cash is. That's why people like cash and carry. There's no record of a transaction, and no, I don't want a receipt. So uh, people don't really know what they're talking about again, and I find myself saying that a lot, Wayne. People don't know what they're talking about, and I'm sure you feel the same way. But our movie's different. It'll be it'll base if anybody saw the movie Crazy Rich Asians that came out a few months ago last year. Um, that was a glamorous movie, and there was a lot of Lamborghinis and Bentleys, Rolls Royces, just the glitz and glam of a very ultra rich family, right? Our movie's kind of like that. It'll show all the glitz and glam because the millennial terms are when you Lambo. I had to figure out what that was, and then Lambo Land. There was. Did you ever see that South Park cartoon with about Bitcoin.
No, no, I haven't.
Oh, I gotta send it to you. Okay, it's about Bitcoin and Lambo Land, and it's just hilarious. So again, and just seeing that little video inspired me to write little elements for the movie. So again, it's about Bitcoin. It's about its creator. It's about just all the benefits that people are experiencing with Bitcoin, but they're conflating Bitcoin with money, and it's just more than that. You know, you and I probably think of terms of like 10 Bitcoin instead of what is that, $50,000. You know, or I have a lot of people saying, well, how can I get in and become rich? I don't know how to answer that, you know, because you already see where their mindset's at. So that's how our movie differs. It'll differ because crypto was filmed in a small town, and you got Bitcoin just being manipulated there. But ours will be an international movie filmed in Dubai, filmed in Singapore, filmed in Hong Kong, and Las Vegas and Los Angeles. That movie didn't do that, and we're just going to expand the whole view of it, like unlike any other movie will do or can do right now.
Nice, nice. Yeah, you know, I when I was in New Orleans for the cryptocurrency conference, we had a speaker, a guest speaker. I don't know if you are you familiar with Crypto Finally?
No.
Rachel? She does YouTube videos, music parody videos around crypto, but
Oh.
her video educates people. But her speech, her keynote speech, was very different than just talking about her videos. It was about how crypto has been portrayed in the media, and it starts back early in 2012, 2013 on a couple of sitcoms where it was more like nerdy, hackerish, nerd hacker type thing. And then it evolved to where now, like a lot of times when I've seen crypto on TV lately, it's been about like the show Blacklist. You familiar with Blacklist?
Yes.
It's crime series, right? So they mentioned Bitcoin a few times, but it's usually the criminals that are utilizing it. But it's starting to evolve to where it's going to become more about business success, and so it's good to see a movie like yours that's not going to portray it in a bad light, because as you mentioned, I mean, cash has been used. Whatever instrument criminals can use, they're going to use. It's not just because a criminal may have used Bitcoin in the past doesn't mean that this technology doesn't have huge implications as far as to what it could do. So,
Well, that's the I guess as you know, Silk Road was the genesis for all that dark web stuff and Bitcoin. You buy anything on there, and the I was trying to uh, get to a place in the movie that we're just trying to show the opportunity of Bitcoin and the benefits for it in a entertainment form, But we can't get away from Lambo Land, that's just synonymous with um, having a lot of Bitcoin, you know, and so and that's the beauty of it, that most of our millionaire friends that have become millionaires are very liquid, and so that means that we got a lot of people that can invest money or Bitcoin. I'm sorry, Bitcoin into some of these crypto projects, and that's what we're trying to do. And we're just going to be different. We're going to put a positive spin on it, even though we're going to have action, drama, suspense, shootings, car chases, near misses. Um, I forgot to tell you that one element of the movie will be something we call the Four Horsemen. I know it sounds kind of negative, but I got that also from the movie Now You See Me, magic movie that came out last year. Well, part two did last year, and they were called the Four Horsemen. But there's some argument maybe we should just call them the Guardian of Bitcoin. So these are people that try to regulate along with Satoshi that Bitcoin's going to go the way it needs to in a positive way. So that's another element to the movie. And oh, that's what I was going to say. That with that, in fact, that um, about Bitcoin, that we are trying to be authentic as possible. I'm trying to find a way to get the movie to say inspired by true events, not based on a true story, but inspired by true events.
Mhm.
Again, we know there's a million Bitcoin that is hanging on to. We know that. We know there's 4 million Bitcoin that are really unaccounted for, lost through wallets. What's that guy in England? Do you know about that story? His girlfriend or somebody threw out his laptop,
Yeah,
and he's been paying hundreds of thousands of dollars for the dumpsters, combing through the dumpsters to find that computer, that laptop. So again, the movie is going to come across as authentic as it can to land the sensationalism of what Bitcoin is and blockchain technology.
nice, nice. All right, Richard. So as we wrap up, man, tell me a little bit. So how can people are hearing this podcast? They maybe want to follow the project and follow what's going on. How can they connect with you? Online, social media, or any other platforms they can connect with.
Okay, so I'm available on Facebook. The beauty about Facebook is that it allows me a outreach of at least 3 million people around the world, but my page is limited at 5,000 people. But the beauty of it is that people can follow me. They can hit the follow button, even though if you can't get in a friend request, but at least follow me on Facebook under my name, Richard Maldonado. Uh, Interesting thing, there's a lot of imposters using stealing my photos, downloading them, and really, it seems like they're making more money than I am. I can't figure how they're able to extrapolate thousands of dollars from gullible people, and I can't even do that. I'm not there yet. I'm waiting for the funding to come in for the movie the legitimate way. But again, you'll see my picture on there, and follow me that way, or go to our website, which is triple W for World Wide Web, triple W Crypto Kings, plural, Crypto Kings movie.com. So it's all put together, munched together there. It's not the movie, it's just cryptokingsmovie.com. And the way into all of this, and we're providing a way in for anybody hearing this that wants to aspire to be a screenwriter. You got a project, you want to be an actor, you want to produce, you want to learn any aspect of the industry at all, then we are providing a gateway through our cryptocurrency coin. Call it a token for some people, a coupon, as you were, and as a getting that coin and becoming a member, having access into our world of that we're really trying to become a movie studio and produce other movies and giving. That's why we're looking for scripts. People in Hollywood are always looking for a good story, and even though um, people are trying to break into the business, Hollywood is very snobby. It's really hard. I I was fortunate. I was going to say the word lucky, but I don't believe in luck. If you're persistent and doing and passionate about what you're doing, you're going to get somewhere. Doors will open, or you'll find open doors, and if not, then you'll find a way to open those doors. So, luck has nothing to do with it. You know, um, but we're providing that opportunity because I know how hard it is to get in. But if you have an idea, if you for product placement also, the movie, people like yourself, anybody that's doing anything significant in Bitcoin, you see yourself as a uh, Bitcoin entrepreneur, mover and shaker, uh, we welcome you into our world. TV show, TV show, and the movie for product placement. If you got a software, a coin, or something, and you want to contribute to the movie and participate in the movie, then you need to come see us. But the first step is um, they can either get movie coins from your team, through Daryl and Concierge Club, and because we're all in the same format, and or our website, and get coins that way. But the way in is to get a Waves wallet or a Concierge Club wallet, whatever it is. Just do it. Just get in. We're welcoming everybody right now, and that's why you see a lot of this raw beginning stage of where we're at. We're probably, to answer your question and tie it all in, Wayne, is that the script is done. Okay. Next round is raising the money, but here's the opportunity. We are paying everybody in crypto right now. So if you're looking for something to earn money or crypto, this is it. Hit me up. Let all your listeners come to you, and we'll find a way to get crypto to them. And that's the way we're going to sensationalize it. Again, our crypto is asset based. It's equity. We're giving money or equity up front first, and then you'll liquidate through us when we get our funding, and we'll start cashing out the coins that way. So I found a way to kind of post-date digital checks. I give you the check now. You just can't cash it for a couple of weeks.
Nice. All right, Richard, thank you for joining us today and giving all that information. I really appreciate it. And I want to thank everybody for listening in, and we will catch you on the next episode.